I believe we're live if you want to double check. And I'm going to do all the promotional stuff now. See who all jumps in. And if anything, they'll watch this later once it's, what's the word? Not live? I
I,
mean,
for,
after
I
it's,
forgot that we were doing. I
after we're
forgot
done.
we were doing it live. I thought it was a video. Or I remember we talked about whether or not it would be live.
No. People are going to see this live if anyone wants to watch. If not, then yeah, it's just. It will
Yeah,
be
it's definitely
pre-recorded
live.
just for some people. So I'm gonna do the promotional stuff as we wait for to see who will jump on, even if we get one or two people.
Yeah.
Let's see, but so there's not too much dead air. I know no one's watching right now, but for people who are watching later, you can skip this part. But if you want to listen to me and Kyle talk, what do you want to talk about, sports wise?
Uh oh, sports wise.
I mean, we could talk about other stuff too.
Well, no, but I mean this is bare minimum sports, right? So
Yeah.
talk.
Also,
Uh
yeah, I'll welcome you into the show once we officially start.
let's see what's happening sports wise in the world right now. I mean,
I mean, Team USA
getting
is
close to
looking
football,
good.
huh?
We went opposite directions.
Where did you say?
I said Team USA is looking
That
good.
that is what I was gonna actually. That's originally. Yeah. Didn't they just like? Well, didn't they just like beat the like South Sudan by like 1 point or something?
Something like that. I don't honestly remember.
I look it up and it's just Team
Yeah.
USA survived scare from South Sudan. I won't lie, that would be pretty bad if we lost to South Sudan. No hate to South Sudan, but I don't imagine they're well known for their basketball.
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean I sure as heck don't. Um, but yeah, the Olympics are about to come up. Hopefully, I mean naturally, I feel like a lot of people assume that it's kind of a shoe-in for Team USA to take the gold home, but you never know, right?
You never know.
I mean, I
Uh,
saw the whole thing with like Kawhi. I don't know if you saw that. Like
no, I did
Kawhi,
not.
Kawhi got I don't know if he got kicked off the team. Um, well, it was
Oh,
like
really?
let me see again. The Team USA, they replaced him with uh with Derek White from the Celtics,
Oh,
and apparently people thought that it was like a what's it called? It was like an agreed upon thing, and then like it got announced, and then the Clippers owner came out and was like, no, he was like, or I guess maybe they said like it was like that the Clippers influenced it, and like maybe because he had surgery and like they wanted, and then they announced it, and Clippers owner was like, no, it was the USA's call, and he was like, and honestly, I'm disappointed that they made that call.
hmm.
We wanted him to play.
That's interesting.
So yeah, who knows? But I'm excited. This Team USA. I mean, the first time that Steph and LeBron have ever played together, right?
Is it?
I believe
Did
so.
they not
I
do it in
think.
previous Olympics?
No, as far as I know, they've never. Um, it's always been what's it called? Uh, they've always like they've just never matched up, basically.
Ah,
Um, so I wonder if I can even see. I'm trying to look and see. Um, yeah, because like in 2020. LeBron James withdrew.
Ron
Both Steph
James.
and LeBron withdrew. 2016, I think. Let's see. Steph was injured. LeBron withdrew. And I mean, going all the way back to like 2012, LeBron played. But I don't even think Steph was. Was Steph really relevant in 2012?
Maybe.
That was kind of, I mean, that wasn't early in Steph's career, but like, I mean, when did the Warriors win their first championship again?
Uh,
2015. It was 2015.
yeah.
With Steph, obviously.
Yeah. Well, Steph's been part of all the current championships, so
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um, he started 2009. So yeah, 2012 was still pretty early in his career. Or his stat? How did his stats look in? Where's his career statistics? How did he look in 2012? Not the greatest. Points per game. It's still pretty good. 22.9. What else? What other sports stuff? As I said, almost football soon.
yes, so close yet so
Approaching.
far.
Yeah. Uh, First season of college football with the 12 team, right?
I still need to get the game.
Oh, game. I played a little bit of it with the demo or the EA Play like um trial. I started playing it.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. I was enjoying it. At some point I'll probably buy it, but what else? We're kind of in that weird space right now with sports where it's like, we just obviously had the All-Star break from baseball. No basketball right now other than
Yeah.
Olympics. No football.
I mean, it's Canadian football
Do you watch Canadian football?
if it's on.
Let's see. What do you Oh, Brandon Ayuk? You talk about that?
I don't want to talk about
That
that.
whole-
I'm so sad. Like he wants. I mean, he wants to get paid, which is good. He should get paid.
Yeah.
But
I saw some of the rumors about him going to the Raiders.
I'm okay with that.
I would also be okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like it's like a swap for Devonte Adams for Ayuk.
Okay, well, okay, let's not let's no
Is that too far for you?
yeah. I would like Brandon Ayuk. I sure as heck don't want Brandon Ayuk over Devontae Adams. Let's get
uh, let's see.
Brandon Ayuk's he ain't no Devontae Adams.
I mean, yes, but like
He ain't even
he's
the best
getting
wide
there. He's
receiver
getting
on your
there.
team. Huh?
You got me there.
What are you most excited for in this NFL season? Not specifically the Niners. Obviously
Okay, well there
that's
goes everything.
obvious.
Okay,
That's obvious.
I know the most excited. There's a couple of storylines I'm excited for. One, the Raiders, like a whole offseason now with Pierce as head coach.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where that goes. It's like the
I
vibe coming from them
I'm more
feels good.
terrified, but
That's fair. That's fair. Um, what else am I excited for? Oh, Harbaugh being back with the Chargers. Well, not being back in the NFL now on the Chargers.
Oh yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that will be interesting. Sucks he's with the Chargers, but
Yeah, seeing how all the rookie quarterbacks do. I'm curious
yeah.
who's going to stand out and who's going to be labeled a bust after one game. Um,
I'm excited for Bryce Young's sophomore season with the Panthers.
yeah. Oh,
See if
the
they're a little bit better.
Falcons. I am very curious because they have an all-star worthy team. I think.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I always forget. It's like it's always funny. Like I mean, I tried my best to keep up with like free agency this year, and like obviously, like I remember, like obviously Kirk going to the Falcons,
Yeah, I think that's going to be like
and
a fantasy like gold mine, or it's just
yeah.
or fool's gold because that could happen too.
You know what team I'm most excited to see is the Texans.
Oh yeah, them too. That's gonna be great.
With D. Wait, who went? Not D Hop. Was it D Hop? No, Stephon.
The Stephon Diggs got traded.
Stephon Diggs. That's right. Wait, but is it like D Hop on the Texans still or something?
No,
Or
no,
was
no,
he?
no. I think he retired.
Did Andrew Hopkins retire?
I'm gonna look that up.
Let's see. Let's do some research. No, he's on the Titans.
Oh, that's right. He's not really doing much there.
Titans. Who's the other big name receiver on the Texans? Huh.
A lot of tease.
Um, because they have someone else, right?
I don't know.
Guess not. I mean, they have Joe Mixon now. That's pretty good. Cam Akers worked out for them.
Interesting, interesting.
Cam Akers was, he has so much potential. Who else? I mean, they have Tank Dell, which Tank Dell did play well last year. He had his moment.
Mm-hmm.
To pull up the roster. Players and notes. Let's see. Yeah, they got Joe Mixon. Yeah, Stephon. They got Bobby Trees. He's been there since last year, though. How old is Robert? 32. Yeah, that Texans team's going to be solid. Yeah, the Raiders scare me. Specifically with the quarterback situation.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I did all the promoting I could. We'll see who jumps on. I'm getting a couple of warning signs about my stream health, so it might dip here and there. I know how to fix it, but I would have to stop the stream, and I'm just gonna let the show go on.
Yeah, gotta let the show go on.
Yeah, but for next time, for next time,
cue the intro music.
There's no intro. I don't have an intro for the show yet. The logo itself is just bare minimum. Which makes sense. Honestly, give me an intro, Kyle.
Thank
you. For everyone who's watching later, which I know Chris is, so hi Chris.
Hi Chris.
Welcome back to Bare Minimum Sports. This is the second episode. I'm here with Kyle, who, if you've seen all the Little League Player 2 stuff, you guys know who Kyle is. If you don't, go watch what would you recommend? What episode would you recommend people should watch?
I specifically, and I don't remember the exact one, but the Mario Kart. You know the one.
Oh, what was cut out?
Mario Kart. The wait, was it with the specifically
with the ending?
With the Huh?
With that one ending?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was what was cut out.
Yeah. No, that wasn't cut out, right? Well, it was.
No, the episode I think is called "What Was Cut Out." I don't remember exactly.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah. Welcome to Bare Minimum Sports, where we talk about all sports at the bare minimum. We're not all knowing, not all knowledgeable, but we still want to give our takes.
I was about to say I am truly going to fit the meaning of bare minimum when it comes to this.
Today, we're a couple days after the All-Star break for the MLB season, and I was talking to Kyle thinking we should do an episode about where we think the teams lie as far as, like, who's a World Series contender, playoff hopeful, hopeful wild card, mid, which is behind me. You can't see my screen, Kyle, but I have the Giants pregame show on. And teams we think should sell, and then teams that are just that bad.
Y'all can read. You can see it.
Yeah, so let me get the tier list out there. There we go. Question for you, Kyle. Do you still have control?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I? Yes.
Cool. Well, we'll just go in the order of the tier list that I found on Tier Maker. MLB.com. And as you can see, we made our version of it all with World Series contenders, playoff hopefuls, wild card, mid, sellers, and then you want to put the team at the bottom already, and
Got
the
to
White
spam.
Sox. Oh, how they've
Sorry,
fallen
sorry,
from
Chicago.
grace. The grace was only like half a season.
Yeah. I
Uh,
don't remember how many years ago was it that they were like actually like playoff contenders?
well, they were playoff contenders in 2020, and then
Okay,
lost the A's in the wild card round.
that's right.
2021 was that year where like, oh, this team's gonna be good for a while,
Hmm.
and then they got beat by the Astros, and then that was it.
And then
22 sucked, 23 sucked. Now they're
and
just
now
the worst.
and now they're on pace to lose 117 games.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, but besides that, let's go down the list.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed. The Arizona Diamondbacks. What do we think about them?
Uh, you know,
I'm gonna
what's their
look up the
record?
record
So they're,
right now.
they're 50, I also got it up. So they're 51 and well at I think at All-Star break they were 51 and 48. What are they now? They're still 51 and 48. Um,
That's just today's
but
record.
okay, so you know, I obviously I think they're technically in the wild card race, right? I
Yeah,
think
they're about
they have a
tied with the
wild card
Mets right
spot.
now.
Um, but oh okay, they're okay tied with the Mets.
Ah, my
Um,
mouse.
you know, I still obviously they are the huh?
uh, uh, First comment right now is why is White Sox already in its own tier?
because as CBS describes them, we are witnessing historic futility.
They're that bad. Their record right
That
now
that that
is
27 and 73 or
yeah. They're
that
gonna
was
get
what
to
they were.
100. They might get to 100 wins before they get to 35. No, 100 losses
Yeah,
before 35 wins. That's my bad.
yeah. They might not be officially eliminated, but they're eliminated.
They are definitely
Actually,
eliminated.
no, they are eliminated.
Are they mathematically eliminated?
I don't think they're mathematically eliminated.
They're
That's
eliminated.
not
They've been eliminated since the spring training.
They are 1-9 in their last 10 games.
Oh, dang. Dang.
But look, they've already been placed. We don't need to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, we don't.
Diamondback. So obviously, yes, tied with the Mets right now. You know, they've obviously been hovering around the middle, but defending National League champions,
True,
correct?
true, true.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously I'm a Giants fan. Obviously I have to admit that bias. Try to get rid of that bias. I think the Diamondbacks deserve to be playoff hopefuls. I think that they still got it. I think obviously they've dealt with some injuries, correct? I mean, what team hasn't? Obviously if you feel that you want to bump them down a
Oh, I completely agree.
wild card,
I was
well,
gonna say playoff hopeful.
yeah, I think they have a young team. Obviously, I mean Corbin Carroll, I think has been struggling a little bit this year, but you know
They'll pick
he's
it
still
back
a
up down the
fantastic player.
stretch.
Yeah, I think so. I think um, I don't know how their schedule looks for the rest of the season, but I think that they
I don't
still
know
have.
either.
I think they still have a very solid chance of making a wild card spot. So I think I would put them at playoff hopeful.
Cool. Well, the Atlanta Braves. They're still really good. They've had
Yeah,
some big injuries this year.
yeah,
Um, as far as like World Series contenders, usually they are. I'm just wondering if all those injuries are going to affect them once we hit the playoffs because I'm sure
yeah,
they're going to make it in. So I'm
yeah.
kind of teetering between playoff hopeful and World Series
I
contenders.
I I would probably put them at playoff hopeful. I think this is the first season in a while that at least at this moment, I mean they're a great team. I think that they can make a playoff run. I just don't think they're one of those teams right now
Hmm.
that is truly a World Series contender. Don't get me wrong, I think the Braves always have a shot. They're a phenomenal team, but right now, at least, I think
Yeah.
yeah, World. think playoff hopeful.
Absolutely. Baltimore Orioles. I think they deserve World Series contenders. They were fantastic last year. They dropped out early in the playoffs,
Yeah,
but that's a learning experience, and I think they'll make it far. And if the momentum's good enough, I think they could make the World Series.
I think there for me it's like I'm totally fine with putting them in World Series contender. Obviously, they're I mean they're 60-30 or they were 60-38. Were they? Yeah, 60-38. Obviously, one of the best records in baseball right now. Um, I think there's could be an argument for. I mean, you can't even say playoff hopeful. I think they're playoff guaranteed at this point.
Yeah.
But the only thing that would maybe stop me from obviously putting them into World Series contenders, obviously they're coming off of a long history of being very mid. Well, not a long history, but in recent,
Yeah.
decades. Uh, and so, but I think this is the first, coming off of last year, I think this is the first year that they definitely have a very strong opportunity to make a push for the World Series.
Yeah, we'll see what they do with the trade deadline.
Yeah, that's true. Got a lot of young guys. Obviously, Gunnar Henderson,
Other people.
fantastic. Uh, Jackson Holiday has not played that great, right? I know it was
I
a
don't
big
think
deal. I haven't
so.
really kept up with him. I have not heard anything about him. But Gunnar Henderson, all-star, fantastic player, young guy.
Agreed.
So.
I don't remember all their names. I would have to look at my phone, but we ain't got time for that.
Gunnar Henderson's the catcher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'm looking
Yeah.
at it now.
Yes.
Going to the team
No,
roster.
he's the shortstop. I'm sorry. He's the shortstop. Who's the catcher? Their catcher is like a. Am I dumb?
Richardson
A little bit.
is the
It's bare
catcher.
minimum sports. Who's their who?
Adley Richardson.
Adley Rushman.
Rushman.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
what's
pronounce names.
Yes, he's also fantastic young catcher. They got
Henderson
a
is
lot of
the shortstop. Yes.
yes. So
Yes.
I could say they're young. They're younger than us now. So
Yeah. Good on the
we're hitting
kids.
that point.
Yeah, it
They are
happens.
kids compared to us. I mean, not really. Adley Rushman's only 26. He's 1 year younger than me, but
For now.
for now, yeah, he's nice. Yeah.
Your birthday's coming around.
I don't need to be reminded. The Red Sox.
The Red Sox. They surprisingly are, I think, wild card.
Yeah, I think
They're in the running for the wild card right now at 53 and 44.
They're technically tied. I mean, they're technically tied with the Royals right now.
Yeah, they're like, because recent history they haven't been that well.
Yeah,
but they're exceeding expectations, I think.
Yeah, because they won what was it, the World Series? I remember they won the World Series in between one of the Giants, right? Or was it after the Giants?
2013.
No, 13, right?
Yes.
13, yeah. Since then they've been. I don't want to say mid. I'm kind of saving. I don't want to call it mid. But they've been mid.
They won also in 2018.
That's right.
They beat the Dodgers.
That's right. Okay, so yeah, it's the Red Sox. I mean, they're the Red Sox, just like the Yankees. Although,
the Yankees are the Yankees.
The Yankees are the Yankees. So yeah, I agree. I think wild card. I mean, they've been playing well.
Mm-hmm. Who knows?
Yeah. So
yeah,
I don't have much to say on them. I don't really keep up. I just know.
I honestly don't know who's on the team right now. So.
I actually couldn't even. I honestly could not tell you.
That's where the bare minimum comes from. Moving on to the
Devers. Okay.
The Chicago Cubs. They're right with the Giants, so I know where we're putting the Giants. So I think they kind of deserve the same spot.
Yeah. See, this is where gosh, that's where. See, it's tough with the Giants because it's like, of course, like the Giants.
So, are you thinking putting the Cubs in sellers? Because I mean, because the NL wild card is so wide open.
It is.
Which is stupid.
I mean, obviously the Cubs got the two. They got what's his name? They have Shota Imanaga, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Seiya Suzuki. Although I don't know how Seiya's performed.
I think pretty well. I can look at it.
He I think mid. I mean, I wouldn't say they're sellers. I don't think they're at the point where they're selling. They have some good guys. Dansby Swanson, obviously a great shortstop. So I think
Yeah,
I wouldn't say they're sellers. And honestly I'd say they're buyers. So I agree. I think mid's a good place for
yeah.
them.
I think they
I
could
agree.
teeter into wild card. I have to say with the
Yeah, I
question
mean
mark.
a lot of teams can right now.
Yeah. Seiya Suzuki, through 288 at bats, is batting 264 with 13 home runs, 45 RBIs, 10 stolen bases, and an OPS of
Okay.
805.
So
Decent.
okay. Yeah, decent.
Yeah, right where he needs to be in the mid category.
Yeah.
The Cincinnati Reds.
Uh, I
They
mean
are around the
they're
same spot, I think.
same exact record as the Giants right now. Yeah, I think mid. I mean,
Like they can still be playoff
say
hope, not
yeah,
hopeful, but wild card. But right now, it just
yeah,
depends on what they decide to do at the trade deadline.
yeah. I agree.
These next couple of weeks
Absolutely.
are going to be very critical for all these mid teams because we're not
Yeah,
calling them bad; they're just in a spot where they themselves probably don't know.
yeah, I agree. I don't have a lot to say, but yeah, I agree.
The Cleveland Guardians with
So this
Stephen Vought's managing them, I think, right?
who?
Stephen Vogt, yeah, Stephen Vogt, the
Okay.
former
Um.
catcher. He's doing a great
Oh,
job with
okay.
his first year with them.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
are probably going to take the Central.
yeah, I mean, they're obviously this is another team I think just like the Orioles where it's really a debate between playoff hopeful and again they're a team where you can't really say they're playoff hopeful. At this point, the way they're playing, they're kind of a pretty strong guarantee for playoffs. As you said, probably going to win the East. Um,
Central.
Central. Uh, I the yes,
Stop moving
oh,
it.
sorry.
I forgot you have control.
I've been trying to keep my um. I mean, I feel like if you put the Orioles there, I feel like you have to put the Guardians. I mean, how far did they get in the playoffs last year? Or did they make? They made the playoffs last year, right?
Let me double
Did
check.
they? Or did they just miss it? I remember like at least 2 years they were in
It
the
might
playoffs.
have. They missed it because the Twins won the
Oh,
division.
okay.
Yeah, it came down to like
Um,
the last week.
yeah, I mean the Guardians, I think they're a fantastic team. I think they're playing well. I see them. I feel like they're World Series contenders. I
Yeah,
don't.
and then what's his name is uh on a hot streak. What's his name?
JRM, Stephen Kwan,
Jose Ramirez.
JRM, yeah, yeah. Um,
Oh,
Nailers,
right
good.
now they're Oh wait, never mind. Right
Uh,
now, I saw the little tag that someone's throwing something. I'm like, oh, maybe they're doing well. And I saw it's San Diego that's doing it to them. I'm like, oh, never mind. Never mind. Colorado Rockies. They could sweep the Giants today, which is not great. Um,
I mean, they're still
they're sellers.
they're sellers. I mean, they don't got a lot of positives right now. Let's just say that
They're beating the Giants though.
they are being the Giants, which I mean, I'm sure if any Rocky fans see this, they're gonna be like, hmm. But
I
yeah,
mean,
I
I
mean,
think Rocky fans know where they stand, especially with the owner they have.
yeah, they're not great. Not a great team right now. They haven't been a great team in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's much more to say
There's
about that.
nothing more we could say. The Detroit Tigers, they started off really well. They've cooled down a lot since. They might be
Yeah,
sellers, but again, I think they deserve to be in the mid tier because if they could turn it around, I think they could fight for a wild card spot.
yeah. Well, didn't they? They just won a series against the Dodgers, right? Right before.
Yep. So yeah, anything can
Which, you
happen.
know,
But I remember seeing one of their pitchers in the rumor mill about being
yeah,
traded. So who knows?
they potentially might sweep the Blue Jays.
Really?
They won the series against the Guardians.
Hmm.
Dang, looking back, they've won. They swept the Reds.
Oh.
I mean,
Where are they in the wild card standings? Actually,
They're right there. They're well 5 games back. They're right. They're 49 and 50 right now.
you know what? I think they could. I could think we should bump them up with the current streak that
You know
they're
what?
on.
How about to say, looking at that record, I think wild card,
There you go. You gotta say with the question.
wild card, maybe.
Yeah, no, I,
Uh,
I I like bumping them up. I like this Detroit team. I don't know any of the players' names, but I've watched a couple of their games this season. They're fun.
yeah, I also could. That's another team where I'm like, I could not tell you who is on this team.
Well,
Riley Green, right? I see that. Okay, Riley Green.
hey, wait. When did the Astros take the division? I thought Seattle had a good lead.
I mean, the Astros are the Astros.
I mean, they were horrible at the beginning of the year, but yeah, no, they're definitely playoff hopeful. I mean, they're probably
Yeah,
still World Series contenders, but just the year that they have kind of keeps them here. They still have a high ceiling.
yeah. I mean, yeah. That's really. I feel like they're one of the low teams that you could probably out of everyone right now. You could put it World Series contenders, but I think it's just to be safe. I think playoff hopeful is probably best case.
Yes, absolutely agree. Kansas
And
City.
then
What?
maybe. Well, I'm looking at like the names. You think maybe we should change playoff hopeful to like playoff bound? 'Cause I feel like wild card is kind of like playoff hopeful, right?
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. I like that better. It's like
Oops.
okay.
There we go.
I do think the Astros are playoff bound. I think that's safe to say. I think just like the
Yes.
Braves and Diamondbacks, I think they are playoff bound.
There we go. That sounds a lot better. Thank you for correcting me.
Okay. Good. The Royals.
Kansas City.
I mean,
Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't realize Soler hit a home run, so the Giants have a lead. I mean, they had a lead
oh,
on Friday, but
yeah, they did.
they have a lead today.
Um, I feel like the Royals are wild card.
Yeah, I mean, they're
mean,
having a good year. They're just
yeah,
the AL wild card is a lot tougher than NL.
yes. But they're right there.
But they are tied with
As
Boston.
we established, they're tied with the Red Sox right now.
I'm gonna put them right
Over
next to them since
500.
they're tied. Wild
Yeah.
card? Bobby
Bobby
Witt
Witt
Jr.
Jr. has
Yes.
been fantastic.
Oh, so
Uh,
disappointed with his home run.
for the
Just
home run derby.
missed it.
Yeah.
Just missed it. I was rooting for
Um,
him the entire time.
and then Salvador Perez. Always, I mean, Salvador Perez is just always
Always.
a freaking home run hitter. Both Bobby Witt and Salvador Perez, 17 home runs right now.
How old is Salvador
Um,
Perez?
God, he's been
He's been there forever.
34. 34. It's still,
See, we're still young, Kyle.
yeah. Still playing very well.
Very,
So,
very well.
yeah, I think Royals. I think they're Wildcard. I think
Yeah, wild card?
they're
Who knows?
yeah.
The Angels, without Mike Trout,
Okay. Let's just they're sellers. I mean,
are they sellers or are they White Sox?
no, I don't think they're White Sox level. I think
But definitely sellers.
yeah. I don't think any team is white. There's no team
That are White Sox
is
besides the White Sox.
level. Yeah. Like even we're almost there. So I won't talk about it yet. But like, yeah, I don't think there's any team that's White Sox level. I think sellers.
We have
I think.
two kind of coming up.
Huh?
There's two teams we could possibly put at White
Yeah.
Sox.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
Either way, Angels are sellers. They gotta
yeah,
do
I
better
think
for Mike
sellers.
Trout.
Yeah, I
I
think.
mean, you can still keep
I
him,
mean,
but you
obviously,
gotta blow
Mike
up the rest
Trout's
of the team.
there. Huh?
I'm like, you can still keep Mike Trout, but you gotta blow up the rest of the team.
Well, doesn't Mike Trout have like a no trade clause?
Yeah, he just really likes Anaheim.
Yeah. I'm sure he hoped things would go different.
I mean, yes, but maybe his kids just love Disneyland that much.
I mean, I know I do. Um. Okay. Just
Yeah,
get it
we-
over with.
yeah, okay,
Put
yeah.
them where they deserve. Yes, we get it. No, obviously.
There's a lot of
Dodgers are
bias
Dodgers.
here. So, yeah, the Dodgers and Dodgers, we're just going to kind of move on. There's a lot you can talk about that's really great for them, but as Giants fans, we don't want to talk about it.
But I will say, a lot of injuries right now.
They are vulnerable.
They are like for
The Tigers
Dodgers,
beat them.
The Tigers beat them. We not that long ago we won the series.
Yeah, I'm not
Um,
that. I mean, I'm always hopeful and optimistic, but the next 4 games, I think it's 4 games coming up. really scaring me.
Yeah, I mean I'm looking back. They got swept by the Phillies.
Yeah.
Uh, they did win the series against the Brewers. They lost the series to the Diamondbacks, lost the series to the Giants. They swept the White Sox. That's not saying much. Um, tied the series. So yeah, I mean they're still playing well. Can't take it away from. They're still the Dodgers. They still fucking Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, but a lot of injuries. So I think this is the first year where I think it's not a shoo-in for them.
Yep, completely agree. So moving on, we have the Miami Marlins.
So I mean, again, I mean, I they're sellers. They're
They're not White Sox.
especially they are the true definition of no. I don't think they're. I don't think they're close. They are the team that is closest to
Yes,
White Sox rank. Um, and I think if they do trade Jazz Chisholm, which I think is likely, let's
very
be real,
likely.
um, then they're White Sox level. They're go down. So, um, but they are like the true definition of sellers right now because I cannot imagine a situation where they don't get rid of Jazz Chisholm. Um, yeah, they suck. They really suck right now.
Yeah, I know. They let go of Tim Anderson a bit ago. The downfall of Tim Anderson is the same, like the downfall of the White Sox.
Yeah,
Crazy.
a lot of, yeah.
So
The
crazy.
Brewers. So back we go up to the Brewers.
Two World Series contenders, I think.
Oh, okay. I
I mean,
mean,
they're playing very well so subtly because it's
uh,
one of those things that they don't really get a lot of media attention. They're slowly controlling the Central,
yeah,
and they've gone toe to toe with the other contenders. Not, I don't know if it's like always in their favors, but I think it's around like a kind of a 500 thing. I'm probably wrong, but I'm not gonna look it up because we're doing the bare minimum here. Uh,
yeah, fair enough.
but I still think they're a contender. They've always
Okay.
been.
They have, yeah, they've been that team. Funny enough, they've been that team. I feel like in the past few years that it's like they're always on the edge. They're always playoff hopeful, and then they just fall flat. So I'm hoping it's different this season.
Hmm.
Um, you know, especially I love what's his name? Outfielder.
I'm to look it up.
Oh my gosh.
You said
Also
outfielder.
Corbin Burns. Christian Yelich. Christian Yelich.
Oh yeah, Christian Yelich. Love that
I
dude.
love Christian Yelich. Fantastic player.
Yeah,
Corbin
he's
Burns.
having a great season so far.
Yeah.
Corbin Burns, yes.
So yeah,
Ryan
I'm
Hudson.
hopeful. I mean, I'm not hopeful. Actually, I'd be fine with them making the World Series.
Dang.
Obviously, I'm hopeful for one. Well,
I was
that would
just
be at the expense of the Giants. So
yeah.
I'm not hopeful that they make the World Series. But yeah, they're a good team.
Anyone but the Dodgers, but yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Minnesota Twins.
Um,
They are doing about
I
decently
mean, they're
staying with the Guardians.
yeah. I
They're in
think
a wild card bound. Um, I
I
honestly
think
think they're playoff bound. Anything
I
could
think
change,
so.
but they are not a wild card.
Yeah, we can say they did lose the series to the Giants.
Did,
So
did we win that series?
I think we did. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
we
cool.
won. Yeah, 2-3.
Cool, cool.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I think that. I mean, they've been playing well. They're another team where I can't tell you the names of. I know they have the guy with the big butt, right? The pitcher.
Wait, who?
Am I wrong?
I don't
Joe
know.
Ryan? Joe Ryan?
Joe Ryan. Let
Maybe
me.
he doesn't have a big butt. I know he looks like the guy from Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, look at
I
that,
mean,
Joe
obviously
Ryan.
the
I mean,
true Big Dumper is obviously Big Dumper, uh, but yeah, I think I agree. I think
yeah,
they're
Brian
playoff.
Buxton's on the team. Love Brian Buxton. Carlos
Yeah,
Santana. Uh,
player that we don't talk about. We're not gonna talk about him. He got injured, I think. He just got injured, I'm pretty sure.
who did?
Yeah, a certain guy that teased us, but not Arson Judge.
Oh,
Mr. Failed his
physical.
physical. Yeah.
Carlos Correa.
Um, yeah, Carlos Gray. Uh, but no, yeah, Twins they're good.
Yeah. Uh, New York
The Mets.
Mets. Grimace changed everything for this team.
Yeah, I mean, but they're still the Mets.
I think they're a wild card. I think they're.
Yeah, I
At this
think
point in time, they're not just mid. They were mid for the longest time, but I think
yeah.
they've somehow turned it around.
And like, look, putting them at wild card. Do I think the Mets have a very, very good shot at making? I mean, they're not. Let's be real. We haven't gotten to this team yet. We're about to. The Mets aren't winning the National League East.
No, they're
They're not going
not.
to.
They could probably fall
Uh,
out of the playoffs anytime.
they can hopefully maybe pull like the second or third wild card spot. I mean, they're in the third spot right now, tied with the Diamondbacks. So, but yeah, so I think wild card. It's great.
Uh, let's see.
And the
Matthew's
Yankees.
wondering what he missed. Just baseball talk.
Yeah,
Not much. I think we're putting teams respectfully in the right categories. Some are kind of teetering. Um,
yeah,
this is probably going to be the somewhat most controversial one I'm going to make. The New York Yankees. They are World Series contenders, but the streak they've been on the last month, I think, pushes them down to playoff bound.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't gonna put them in World Series contenders. I wouldn't have. They're still the Yankees. They've still it just like look the difference. So like choking, gotta look at the choking factor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is obviously a mid-season ranking, so really can't take choking into account. But like,
I mean, they're still
yeah,
doing that the last month.
because obviously the Dodgers choke. But the difference is that the Dodgers still make the World Series. The Yankees don't even get that far.
No, and
And
the
look,
bigger difference too. If you take out Aaron Judge or Juan Soto, that brings them down a lot. With the Dodgers, you take away any of their players, they could fill that spot so easily.
yeah, like the Yankees are a fantastic team. They're playing extremely well right now. In truth, do I think that they are at their core? Do I think that they have a very strong chance of getting to the World Series? Yes.
Yeah.
I still think I'll put them in World Series contenders.
You want to put them up?
No, I said no. I'm still. I wouldn't.
Oh, you would. Okay.
I
Okay.
wouldn't.
Uh,
If you want, here we'll do this.
put them at the top.
There you go. Put them at the top. I think they're teetering. They're 100% teetering. Um, but I'm not gonna give the satisfaction of the Yankees getting to World Series contenders.
Yeah. So moving on to the soon-to-be Sacramento A's, to then
Mhm.
soon-to-be Las Vegas A's, but currently the last season of the Oakland A's. Sell the team, John Fisher. Uh, they're definitely sellers. They've always been sellers,
Oh
even when they're
yeah.
contenders.
This isn't a debate. This is a debate between sellers and White Sox.
Yeah.
Um,
I
you
I
know,
I think they've
hey,
done pretty well to stay away from White
hey,
Sox territory. They were that last year.
they 18-3 against the Phillies, who we're about to get to. Uh,
They beat the Phillies, man.
they won the series. Weird
Yeah.
week. But no,
They are not
they're
mathematically
absolutely
eliminated yet.
they're sellers. They literally are selling the teams being sold to a different city. So yeah,
It's more like movers, but they should be sellers. Sell the team,
yeah,
John Fisher.
yes. So
The
yeah, sellers.
Phillies are
Yeah,
right on
I don't think
top.
there's any.
Let me move you
Oh,
over.
hey,
The Phillies are
they're
my
they're on
favorite right
fire.
now.
Yeah, they're on fire. They played really well last year. Barely. What? Was it 7 games? Right? Game 7 for the National League Championship Series last year.
No, I thought it went to 6.
It went to 6.
I think so. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I was about to say I'll pull it up. Um,
You're probably faster than me.
no, 7,
Okay.
7 games. For it. So, um, they finished 90 and 72 last year. Yeah, I mean, this is a team that's been growing. I think, and isn't it like right now, like I was listening to something earlier. isn't like Bryce Harper? Is he? Oh, he has been. Wait,
He's been playing.
he's been playing. Okay, but not. I mean, he's been so it's 282 average, or no? That's career. That's career. 299. Oh, I mean, so right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, crap ton of players on the All Star game. Uh, they're fantastic right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're winning right now. There's nothing.
They still
There's
lost to
nothing
the A's though. No,
they lose to the A's. But yeah, there's not really anything bad you can say.
no, none, nothing at all. So moving
Pirates.
on. What?
Yeah, moving. No, yeah, moving on to the Pirates.
The Pittsburgh Pirates.
Pirates.
Paul Skeens, amazing. Love that dude.
Fantastic.
He small
But
sample size, but still incredible.
um, but
But
Paul Skeens isn't the team. They're
no, he's
playing
not.
well. They're playing very well. They are playing well. I think.
I think they are a wild card.
I think edge of wild card. I mean, I don't. I could. You can't say mid. I mean,
They're not mid. They're definitely
they're
a
not
wild
mid.
card team. Will they make it? Who knows? Again, the National League wild card is so wide open.
Yeah. I mean, because where are they right now? They're half a game back from the wild card. So I mean, yeah. I
Yep.
think then they're a team. I mean, they're a team they've just been horrible for so long,
About 10
a while.
years.
Yeah. They're honestly for a long time. They're the team. If you ask me, they're the team I forget about. But I think this year you
Yeah.
can't say that this year. They're the
No,
team I'm like, oh yeah, the Pirates. That's right.
they exist.
The team that Barry Bonds started his career with.
Yep.
Um, but yeah. So
Rich history. Robert Clemente. Uh, yeah. Currently, yeah, they are turning things around. But down in San Diego, though they may be fighting for a wild card spot right now, I want to put them in mid.
you know what? Yeah, I think it's fair. I think obviously, in truth, they are obviously fighting for a wild card spot. But yeah, I think it feels good. I'll, I think it's fair to move them up
We'll shift
with the
things
team.
around a bit
Yeah.
once we add all the teams.
How
Um,
many? Yeah, I mean,
they're one game over 500. They're a game back of the wild card spot. So yeah, anything can happen. They could make it, and who knows? They might make it far. Usually, wild card teams in the National League do that for some reason.
I was like looking at our numbers because I'm like, okay, how many teams make it to the playoffs? 12. I'm like, okay, we have 10 teams in like playoff clinch spots.
Yeah, there's not that many spots wild card wise.
Yeah, no. Uh,
The team that's currently
but
on
yeah.
my TV.
Oh man,
There's so many cold streaks and yet so many hard
I'm
streaks.
I'm gonna do it. I'll be the one to do it.
Do
I
it.
love this team. I can't even put they got to go at the
They're
bottom of
so
mid. I
mid.
mean,
They're so
they
mid.
they're they're it's like they're not sellers. They're buyers. But
I mean, if they get
you
swept by
know,
the Rockies,
maybe yes, maybe I don't know. It's just I keep wanting, look, as a Raiders fan, life is insanity. Every year you expect something new and it's the same stuff. And I feel like the Giants is starting to reach that point where it's like we get players and you think everything's going to be great and it's just not.
same
It's just
results.
really not. Same result, you know. I'm gonna ignore 2021.
What a fun year.
That was a great year.
What a great year. I
What
loved
an
working that
anomaly.
season there.
Um,
We went to
you know,
the playoff clinching game. That was so much fun.
yeah, we did. That was fantastic.
Almost caught a foul ball from Brandon Belt.
Yeah,
Good
but
times.
yeah, they're midder than mid.
Ah, yeah.
They're not even mid right now. They're 47-52. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
if it keeps going down, especially with the Dodgers series coming up, I wouldn't be surprised if they sell. But the
Yeah.
reinforcements are coming on the pitching rotation, so that's what I'm hopeful about.
Yeah.
And again, the wild card is so wide open in the National League, so anything can happen. If the pitching that we've gotten is as good as expected,
Yeah.
because Blake Snell's already trying to hit his form again. Webb is hard and cold. Hopefully, he just stays hot. Um, oh, what's Alex Cobb's coming back from injury? If he's back to like how he was beforehand, that's great depth. And then who's the guy we traded for from the Mariners? Robbie Ray, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
If
He's
because he's coming
rehab,
off of
right?
injury, if he could get back to his Cy Young award winning form, that's three. That's two Cy Youngs and a close one with Webb, who I think deserves one eventually if he again stays hot a whole season. That rotation would be killer if they hit expectation. The offense
Yeah.
has been decent enough to be in
Yeah.
games, but not win them.
Yeah. I mean, funny enough, looking like I mean, I've had the sort of some power rankings up just to kind of get an idea, some of the stuff to give me an idea. As it's described here with the Giants, it says, yeah, keep in mind that Alex Cobb and Robbie Ray are both on rehab assignments, and we know what Blake Snell is capable of doing. It's possible that the Giants enter September with a stellar rotation. So,
If they're
yeah,
gonna
I mean,
buy, it better be bullpen.
yeah, I mean, offensively, I've been surprised this year. I mean, so. It's just yeah, it's a big question because yeah, it's I love Logan Webb. He's been fantastic, but he has those moments where he just falls flat, and then it's like he falls apart, and it's not great. Um, so yeah, we need better bullpen help. So, but nonetheless, we're still mid. I think there's I mean of course with the way that everything is right now, the wild card is is in reach technically.
Mm-hmm.
We're only 4 games back. Um,
So bad.
but Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Seattle
come
Mariners.
the Mariners.
Hmm.
I
They had a division for a
honestly,
long time
I
and then lost it. They're
I
2.5
pers
games
yeah, I was
back of
about
the
to
wild
say
card.
I would personally put them at the top of mid right now.
Oh yeah,
Like
really?
yes, yeah, obviously they're right on the edge of wild card. They are, but I think offensively they have not been that great. Their pitching has been good. They don't allow a lot of runs, but they don't score a lot. Their offense has been kind of kind of fallen a little flat.
Agree.
Um, so I think in truth, I mean, they just lost the last two to the Astros. They didn't get swept by the Angels, but they lost 3 of 4 to the Angels.
Ew.
Um, Looking
Yeah.
back, I mean, they did sweep the Padres. It's good for them. Um, I love the Mariners. Obviously, we both know each other's opinions on the Mariners. Uh, we're both, I feel like, big Mariners supporters. Um,
You just can't support themselves.
yeah, I love J-Rod,
Mm-hmm.
Julio, fantastic player.
Julio.
Big dumper. Huh. Love me some big dumper. Uh, but yeah, I would put them in mid. I think they're on the edge. They're teetering, but I think they're on the edge of mid.
Yeah. St. Louis. I beginning of the season, I would have put them at mid or sellers, but the way they've been playing lately, is still somewhat mid. But I think
Yeah.
because of how open the wild card is, I kind of want to put them at the bottom of wild card. I could see them buying
Yeah.
and making a push, but they could like very easily if they like lose a couple games, they're falling back into mid.
I think yeah, I think that they're like on the edge. I think you could put them at top of mid. You could put them at bottom of wild card. I think they've definitely they have those moments where they play really well, and yet and like I mean they've been offensively really well, right? Like they're like I mean reading this, the only NL team that scored fewer runs than the Cardinals is the oh no oh never mind they've not been well. Never mind, I read that
Are
wrong. They
we dropping them?
they've No, well, just that yeah, the only NL team that has scored fewer runs than the Cardinals is the Marlins. But they're 51 and 47. So
Yeah, they could go either way.
yeah, I think yeah, I'm fine with that. They're like in the middle of those two.
Tampa Bay.
I think.
I think they're sellers.
Oh, really?
I
You put
think
them
they've
that low?
well, because here's the thing: they are still in the wild card race, but it's one of those things where like they're kind of reaching that point, like the A's did back in the day. What the Rays always do is where it's time to kind of retool and rebuild for the next kind of window
Uh huh.
of opportunity. I still think they are wildcard bound. We could probably put them at mid, if anything, but I think they're probably going to sell this year.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'd be more likely to put them at mid. I mean, if you want to put them as sellers, I don't know if they're full at sellers yet. I think that they're
I'm going to put them kind of in the middle.
okay. I mean, they're literally 500 right now.
Yep.
Um,
Look at that, 49, 49.
yeah. I think. I mean, they're the literal definition of mid, I guess, when it looks at the record. They're the only team that's 500 right now. Um, yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd put them at sellers. I don't think that they're fully at sellers yet. I mean, I watched them play. They, have a. I mean, I watched them beat the Giants this year.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, um, they're not a bad team. I mean, they're another team where I couldn't tell you the players on their team. Um,
Randy Rosarina,
oh yes,
you know?
that is one. Yes, Randy Arozarena. Um, but I don't think that they're wild card contenders. Even if they're 4.5 games back, I don't actually see them being wild card contenders. I see the Tigers below them and the team we're about to get to below them. Uh,
Oh, really?
as more
You're playing.
as
You're
more.
playing.
I see Texas as more. I mean, have they? They've been obviously a little bit mid recently. They're not playing that well.
I mean, you and I
However,
both know with Bruce Bochy,
well,
you win a World Series, the next year isn't going to be as stellar.
that's true. But I do think that we do have to give them a little bit of leeway as the defending champions. I think that's deserving of an extra tier boost. At least we can keep them at mid, but maybe put them at the top. That's not the top. That's okay. Well,
You're gonna, yeah,
Marlon.
you could you shift
There we
them. Yeah,
go.
there we go.
Okay.
We'll
Uh,
reshuffle once we're done. We're almost there.
which I know is kind of crazy because of course the Mariners are actually have a winning record and the Rangers do not. Um,
It's just the way they play.
yeah, but I think I'm gonna give him I'm gonna give him a little boost. One because of defending champions, and two because of Bochy, and I love Bochy. So uh, that's where bare minimum sports puts it. Is that's where bare minimum sports.
Oh, the Giants scored another run. When did that happen?
Oh,
Was
nice.
it a home run? So I
Yeah,
heard your
Bob,
phone ding, so that's why I looked because I'm assuming it's the MLB app.
Bob Melvin got ejected in the pregame.
Ah, Tyler Fitzgerald hit the home run. Maybe, maybe.
Um, what?
I mean, they hit the home run. I'm slowly moving the Giants up based on how this game's going. The Toronto Blue Jays. You and I kind of want them to sell, so because the rumors we hear about Boba Chet to the Giants,
Yeah. No,
but
but I think they are sellers. I mean,
I really liked this team so much.
oh,
It's
I love the
so
Blue Jays.
sad how they
Yeah,
can't put it together.
and Vlad's playing well, but like they just I don't know. I think they're at that point where they gotta look and I mean I know they want to keep the core members of their team, but like
It's not sustainable.
yeah, y'all ain't doing it. Yeah, y'all ain't doing it. So I think they're sellers. I think
I can't do it. You're gonna have to do it for me.
okay.
I really like
I'd put them
this
at the
team.
top. I'd definitely put them at the top of sellers.
They can still turn it around.
I don't.
There's time to turn it
It's
around.
hard.
It's gonna be
It's
so
definitely
difficult.
hard putting them at the. I know people would probably think we're insane having them in the same tier as the fucking A's
The Rockies,
or
the
the
age.
Marlins, which actually put the Marlins below the A's because
Do we? Okay, we'll reshuffle. We got one more team, then we'll reshuffle.
Yeah, that's true. Um, yeah, so Nationals. But let's be real.
They're sellers,
Nationals,
but they're like mid sellers.
yeah. I mean, we'll shuffle around, but they are sellers. They're
I mean, who knows? They're 5 games back of the wild card. They could be buyers for all we know. They could have that delusion of like, hey, maybe we could do this.
yeah. That I
They're not
who's even who's even on the Nationals anymore?
national players.
Oh yeah, that's true. I have
No
to pull
one
up their
from
players.
the World Series run, I think, is on the team anymore.
That's crazy.
Um,
I don't know any of these kids. I mean, I'm guessing they're all kids. A lot of them are, not all of them, but a lot of them are.
yeah, Patrick
Yeah,
Corbin, I know him.
I do.
That's so far. That's all I know. Looking at the roster,
They
uh,
get an early move on the
Joey
trade deadline.
Gallo.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, I don't really know the other players that well. So,
that's our tier list.
oh, let's shuffle around. So, look at the World Series contenders. Give me my mouse back.
Okay.
Looking at the World Series contenders, you happy with the way this?
Um.
I mean, LA's probably
Yeah, I was
higher
about to
up.
say, I honestly, I'd probably still keep the Dodgers at second.
I'm happy with this.
I think I'm happy. Yeah.
Playoff bounds.
Play bound. I think.
I'm gonna kind of put.
Yeah,
Actually,
I agree.
there we go.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
could
I
go
think
either
Yankees
way.
deserve to be up top. I think, right now, based on things, I think I'd personally, even though they started out bad, I think I'd put the Astros at least right there.
Okay, okay.
I think they're still the Astros. They're. Yeah. So.
Hey, what are you
Ah.
doing? What are you
Oh,
doing?
I didn't do that. Sorry. Uh, wild card. I
I'm actually
mean,
okay with this. I mean, I might
yeah,
put
I don't
Pittsburgh
have the.
above the Mets, but
Yeah,
this
I don't
is
really
kind of
have the
interchangeable.
knowledge to say. I think that that's fair. Um,
Mid,
mid's the hard one. I
mm,
still, I'm,
I
still
kind of
between.
want to put the Giants above the Cubs. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Maybe Tampa Bay over San Diego, but that's about it. That's all I'm gonna move.
Tampa Bay over San Diego is kind of rough. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't.
hey,
I think San Diego might have to go above Tampa Bay.
I'm okay
Um,
with this.
yeah,
I mean, if the Giants win today, I would move them up again, but who
I
knows?
think, I think arguably the Giants could. I mean, I'll give Giants over the Cubs to you. I think there's a world where the Giants could be at the bottom of that list, but
It's possible. We'll find out in the
but
next couple weeks.
um, Sellers. I mean, Blue Jays have to be at the top.
Yeah, everyone else is kind of it's mud. It's just muddy.
Um, the whole group, everyone except the Blue Jays have to be at the top. Everyone else is just a mixture of just
Of oh
bad.
worries me. And then there's the White
It's
Sox. We don't have to do anything with that.
yeah, we got to move White Sox to the back. Oh,
Oh.
that's no nothing else.
Yeah, so that
Yeah,
that is our tier list for the halfway point of the season, the All-Star break, even though that was a couple days ago. Um,
yeah,
super excited to see how things turn out. We'll
yeah,
see if the contenders fall, stay the course. Which of the mid teams are actually going to rise?
yeah. I mean, I think my biggest question to you, out of all of these teams, looking at it, is which not obviously. I think it goes without saying, not the Giants.
Hey, I'm,
Which
I'm,
of
I'm
these teams do you
hopeful.
think? Huh?
I'm hopeful. I'm so
Which of
hopeful.
these teams do you think has the greatest potential to move out of their tier?
Okay, I'm gonna judge this based off like possible trades they could make,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just going based off. I'm just right now just looking at mid tier. If the Mariners get a more consistent bat on the team, they could jump
Mhm.
up.
Okay.
Texas, I don't think they don't really need to make any trades. I think they just have to just get hot like they did last year.
Yeah.
Uh, San Diego's a question mark. Tampa Bay's a question mark. The Giants are a question mark. Cubs are only here because they're doing well recently. Cincinnati is also a question mark, but on a lower tier. I could
You know?
see St. Louis falling out of wild card. Mets as well, because I mean, lol Mets. Um, Pirates trade, make some nice trades. They'll probably just stay at wild card, but playoff bound technically. Detroit question mark, Kansas City question mark, Red Sox question mark, playoff bound. That all seems correct. Arizona and Minnesota could possibly fall, but I think
Yeah.
they'll sneak in, and then World Series contenders are World Series contenders. I don't really
Yeah.
see any of those
Yeah.
falling.
No, I think at least the team that I'm hopeful, the team that I think has like the best shot. I think the Royals. I think are the squad out of all of these. I think have the best chance of jumping to that playoff bound. I think they're good all around mixture of young guys and obviously experienced guys. I think they have a lot of potential.
Agreed. Well,
But I'm hoping I gotta play now with the second half of the season. I gotta try to pay better attention as best I can. But
just give me your bare minimum, Kyle.
hey, that's what I'm already doing.
Yeah. Well,
And to anyone that sees this and has a complaint, suck it.
and put it down in the comments though.
Yeah, put it in the comments. But this is the bare minimum.
Give me a like, give me a dislike. Help my algorithm out. We'll be doing more sports live streams in the future with the Bare Minimum Sports Show. There's not
Yeah,
really a schedule or anything. It's just when we can.
yeah.
There's always going to be
Maybe
more loading
some.
player 2 than anything else. But this is something I'm excited to do more of.
Maybe when football season starts, if we could find some time, maybe some live commentary,
Oh, we
red
can do that
zone
doing
type.
the not the playoffs, the preseason too, because that'll be fun to try to learn who these backups are and hopefuls.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Um, but yeah, I think obviously football. Obviously, the nice thing with Sundays on football makes it a lot easier to you know
Yeah. Oh,
watch
we
it.
could also talk about the Olympics, but who knows? Uh,
That's true.
Matthew's saying my complaints are that there should be more random tears riddled throughout. We'll do that next time.
Like what? Like just I well look.
We'll think
I don't know
about
if
it.
Matthew was here. I don't know if we talked about it at the beginning. No, we didn't. We talked about it before we started. But my tier list idea, that's the one that's gonna have random ideas.
Yeah. Well, don't spoil it yet. We'll get there
Yeah,
soon.
no, I'm not gonna spoil that tier list.
So, thank you, buddy, so much for watching. Who's watched live, and for people who are watching this later, thank you for watching through this entire thing. Again, leave your comments down below, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, see you next
I gotta end this. Where's the button?
time.